Now we are going to discuss what is the zero of polynomial. So let us to take a linear polynomial here. I am taking a polynomial as f of x equal to x plus 1. So we know very well, if I write in the place of x the different values, the value of polynomial also changes. So I am finding that some values of this given polynomial with respect to the different values of x, like p of 0, p of 1, p of 2, p of 3, and some negative values also I can take here like this. So if I write in the place of x 0 there, now substitute in the place of x 0 there, you will get 1 here. Now how do you find p of 1? Wherever the x, we need to write it there 1. So 1 plus 1, it will becomes 1, 2. And if I write in the place of x equal to, then it will becomes 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. If I write in the place of x minus 1 here, then the value of the polynomial will becomes minus 1 plus 1, that is 0. And substitute x equal to minus 2 now, then it will becomes minus 2 plus 1, which is equal to minus 1. So here these values are the values of the polynomial p of x equal to x plus 1 when x equal to these all the different values. So by considering these all the values, we can understand one thing here. So here we are getting the value of the polynomial 0 where it is occurring if x is minus 1. If I substitute in the place of x equal to minus 1 only, you will get the value of this polynomial to 0. So what do you observe from this step? When does the value of the polynomial p of x equal to x plus 1 becomes 0? If and only if x is minus 1. So we can say if x equal to minus 1 only, the value of this whole the polynomial, it is becomes to 0. Right? So then you need to remember here, wherever this x equal to minus 1 it is in this value we call it as a 0 of the polynomial. So we can give the definition of 0 of the polynomial. How can you give the 0 of the polynomial? It is the value of x which makes the value of the polynomial to 0. So I am writing the 0 of polynomial is the value of x. Here you need to consider these values where that 0 it is coming only when x equal to minus 1. Okay now, 0 of the polynomial, it is the value of the x, value of the x which makes the value of the given polynomial p of x to 0. You need to remember here what is meant by the 0 of the polynomial. So let me explain one more time. 0 of the polynomial, it is the value of x which makes the value of p of x to 0. So once you consider these all the examples again where we are getting the value of the polynomial 0. So this is happening here. When it is happening, if I substitute x equal to minus 1. So whatever the value we are giving in the place of x to make the value of this polynomial to 0, the value of x we call it as 0 of the polynomial. So we can understand the 0 of the polynomial by seeing this expression. So now whenever you want to find the 0 of the polynomial, no need to give the values of x the different numbers here. We have one method, it is there to find the 0 of the polynomials, whether it is linear polynomial or the quadratic or the cubic or else any degree polynomial also. Now we are going to discuss how do you find the zero of linear polynomial. Please focus on it carefully. So we are going to find zero of linear polynomial. Okay, you know very well what is the general form of the linear polynomial. Okay, we have one polynomial, it is a p of x. Its linear polynomial, its general form, it is that ax plus b, where both a comma b belongs to the real numbers as well as a should not be equal to 0, right? If a is not equal to 0, then we call it as the linear polynomial. Now what I am doing here, look here carefully. So I want to find the 0 of this polynomial. So already we know that the 0 of the polynomial, it is the value of x, which makes the value of p of x to 0. So in order to find the 0 of this polynomial, first better to you need to equate this whole the value of the polynomial to 0, such that you need to find the value of x. You need to solve it. So now I am writing to find 0 of this expression p of x equal to ax plus b. First we need to equate it to 0. First we must equate p of x to 0. So that means I am taking ax plus b equal 0. Why should we equate to 0? Why? Because we need to make this whole the polynomial value to 0. So it will become 0. When it will become 0, we need to find here. That means we need to solve this equation for the value of x, for which value of x this whole the polynomial value will become 0 here. So for that one, we are going to solve this equation, linear equation. I am writing the variable terms on the left hand side and send the constant on the right hand side. That plus will becomes minus b if we transpose plus b to the right hand side. And x will come minus b. It is performing into multiplication operation with a x. So if I send a to this side, it will becomes by a. So we can understand this is x equal minus b by a. It is a solution of ax plus b equal 0, right? So that means the solution, it is always satisfies the equation. That means if I substitute x equal minus b in this LHS part, where the x it is there, if I write minus b by a, then you will get this whole the value, it is 0. We can verify it. That means whenever the value of x equal to minus b by a, only the value of x plus b will becomes 0. So then we can say x equal minus b by a, it is a 0 of the polynomial ax plus b. Zero of p of x equal to ax plus b is x equal to minus b by a. Now you can verify it also. So wherever the x, write there minus b by a. If I write here the minus b by a, that a will get cancelled. It remains only minus b plus b will gives us 0. Means only the x equal to minus b by a will makes the value of this polynomial to 0. That's why we can say it is a 0 of the polynomial. Whenever you need to find the 0 of the linear polynomial, you need to write the steps like this only. So let me take one more example. Look here. So one polynomial it is given to us, that is 2x minus 5. Now what I am doing, I want to find the 0 of this polynomial. So what do we do? First we need to assume it as p of x. Then after, you'll go to find the value of x, which makes the value of this polynomial to 0. For that one, what do? We must equate p of x to 0 first. To find 0 of p of x, we should have p of x equal 0. So that means I'm equating that 2x minus 5 to 0 here, and such that I'm going to find the value of x. For that one, I want to keep that all the numbers on the right hand side. This minus will become the plus if it goes to the right hand side. Then x will come 5 by 2. So here, whatever the value of x obtained, that is the 0 of this given polynomial. So we can write, therefore, x equaled x equaled 5 by 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. It is the 0 of linear polynomial p of x equal to 2x minus 5. So like that we can able to find the 0 of the linear polynomials. Is it clear to all of you? Right. Now what I'm doing, so finding the 0 of the linear polynomial, it is very easy to you people. You need to proceed the steps like this. Now if I take the quadratic polynomial, then in that case finding its zeros will becomes the different task to you people. You can solve that quadratic equation also. If you know how do we solve the quadratic equation, you can able to write its zero values very easily. Now just before that I want to write the zeros of some polynomials here. I am writing here some polynomials and its zeros. I am making one table here. Okay, if the polynomial it is ax plus b, then what will be its 0 of the polynomial? Means we need to equate 0, b will goes to right hand side, it will becomes minus b, ax equal to minus b means x equal to minus b by a. This is the 0 of the polynomial. If the polynomial it is ax minus b, then its 0 of the polynomial will be the, if it is plus b, you should take minus b. Minus b means here we should take plus b. If I equate to 0, then we can understand very clearly. Ax minus b equal 0, then ax equal plus b will come, x equal b by a. If the polynomial it is minus ax plus b, what do we do? In the same way only we need to proceed. Then we'll get x equal to, if equal to 0 here, minus b will come, minus ax equal minus b, minus a cancel, x equal b by a. And if I write both are with minus ax minus b, what will be the 0 of this polynomial? To find its 0, we need to equate to 0 first. Send minus b to the right hand side, it will becomes plus b. Then we'll get an equation minus ax equal to plus b. Then x equal b by minus a. That is nothing but minus b by a will come. So you need to remember the zeros of this all the polynomials. Now in the next video we are going to discuss how do we find zeros of quadratic polynomials. And one more thing, you need to remember one thing here. This is very important, you people. Whenever you want to find the 0 of the first degree polynomial, linear polynomial, you will have only the one number of 0. Suppose if I want to find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, for that one, two number of zeros will exist. Why? Because its degree is 2. The general form of quadratic polynomial, it is that ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c, its degree is 2. That's why it will exist two number of zeros. For cubic polynomial, its general form it is that ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. For that one, whenever you're going to write its zeros, that cubic polynomial will exist three number of zeros. Sometimes that all the zeros may not be the real, some may be the imaginary numbers also will come. We will discuss about the zeros of quadratic polynomial in the next video.